a government minister behaving badly.
Did he call the worker a loser?
Yes.
Did he hold up the shape of an L on his forehead?
Like a child.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Is that the right song? L on your forehead? Sorry.
Again, yes.
Is he saying that he did not tell the worker to F off?
I do not believe I said that.
The Minister for Small Business admitting he...
You know how there's questions around was he drinking? And that kind of comes into it when you think about he then came back, oh, come on, come out with us. You know, that would make sense. But honestly, I'm not throwing any shade, the way he speaks always, he sounds a little drunk. Like he's just got a particular patter, which he doesn't quite slur his words, but he has that vibe. I can imagine standing across from him going, you've been drinking? Because it's the particular way he's speaking that does sound that way to me. Again, I'm not saying that for comedic purposes. The way he sounds, it could be mistaken, I reckon.
Belittled a worker at a small business, a Blenheim winery.
I was certainly not drunk, and I do not believe I swore. Regardless, I accept that I was wrong.
This morning, Andrew Bailey wasn't so keen on discussing his behaviour.
I've already given extensive interviews on it, and I've got no further comment.
Can you say whether you put your hand to your forehead and made a loser sign and told him to F off?
As I've said, I've given extensive interviews on it. I've got no further comment.
He did front up later to the press at Parliament.
Yeah.
I did wrong. I've caused offence with individual concern.
And he said those two lines, I mean, I said 20 before, it's wrong, 10 times in the stand-up.
And I am devastated about it.
Why did you keep asking him to have a drink with you?
Look, it was done in a warm manner.
The opposition incredulous, the minister got off with a warning.
Why does a minister in his government calling somebody a loser for working late and telling him to, quote, take some wine and F off, not warrant any formal sanction from him as Prime Minister?
Well, as I've said publicly, I was disappointed in the minister's conduct. It didn't meet my standards. It didn't meet the standards of what we expect from ministers. But he has subsequently genuinely apologised, acknowledged the wrong, and assured me it won't happen again.
Labour MPs don't believe Andrew Bailey is fit for the...
Look at that face coming up. There's a sly smile coming up. We know what this conversation's about.
Quick thought there, Pat.
Yeah.
Should it mean anything that friend of the show there is walking up the left side of the corridor?
Is it the left though? Sometimes cameras reverse things. Oh, now we don't know. It's conspiracy theory. Maybe he was walking up the right side and they flipped it to make him walk up the left side.
Job.
Probably not the F off. I mean, we've all probably said that as a joke, but calling someone a loser and putting the L to their forehead, that's pretty rough.
Biggest belief.
I'm really disappointed with him. No worker deserves to be treated like that.
The minister's winery visit leaving quite the political hangover. Benedict Collins, One News.
So that's obviously a story that just keeps on giving. I've got some more things I want to add to it to do with Luxon's his desire to have the previous government hold their ministers accountable, which I'll get to in a sec. But first of all, Chew, I mean, it doesn't feel like there's any new news, but it still is not going away. And Luxon... Yep, sorry.
I think it's clear. Like he had to clarify in the House. Like it sounds ridiculous. Like the only thing he's disputing is whether he told this guy to fuck off. But he did call him a loser, and he did do this as a grown-ass man and not a high school mean girl. My jaw is on the floor. And then you combine that with the fact that this guy had a conflict of interest to the tune of $90,000+ worth of shares.
Yeah.
Why is he still there? Because the yardstick was set with Michael Woods. $16,000 worth of shares, you got to go. Conflict of interest, very clear. You've got to go.